All right, so this was the finale of Gurren Lagann, and it was one of the best series, one of the best finales I've ever seen to one of the best series I've ever seen. Yeah, so I'm all like emotional right now. So they had an epic fight in space, like literally a galaxy-sized Gurren Lagann. Like, that was amazing. So galaxy-sized Gurren Lagann was fighting against the anti-spirals, and it was amazing because kind of each person kind of took their own turns because each person was a part of the ship. So we had like, you know, the cannons, we had Yoko with her gun, we had Viral with his sword, we had like Simone obviously with just the way he is, Lagann fighting with his little like his gunman, and apparently Lagann turned into a drill, which Simone then ate, or Simone's Gurren Lagann then ate, and became even more powerful than that, and destroyed the anti-spirals. I mean, I there's so much detail I could go into with what happened in this episode, but there was so much. They saw the home world, and it was basically they froze out, the anti-spirals froze the evolution of themselves to keep the spiral nemesis from happening. And it was amazing. There was this one scene of just every level of Gurren Lagann being broken apart by the anti-spirals until finally nothing was left but the original Lagann just shot through the anti-spiral, and they won. They won the fight. They destroyed the anti-spirals, and that was the end of the anti-spiral reign. And oh man, it was incredible. And they get back to Earth. They finally saved Nia. They get back to Earth, and Simone and Nia get married. And apparently, because Nia was a virtual. Like a virtual being created by the anti-spirals after she had been changed from human to anti-spiral, she vanished because the anti-spirals were destroyed, so there was nothing keeping her alive. She managed to stay alive long enough to be married to Simone, and then that was an end of it. And Simone left. It just left, and that was the end. That was the end of that. Even Liren said it was fun while it lasted, and that was it. And Simone gave Gimme the core drill. Gave him the core drill for Gurren Lagann and left. And obviously they had the credits, but then afterwards we got to see 20 years after that. We see, oh my gosh. Well, first off, Liren didn't change at all. That was funny. Liren looked exactly the same 20 years on. But Yoko was still a teacher, a much older teacher. Rossio looked like the old man who led his village, and he was the leader. It was a spiral meeting or something like that with other spiral beings throughout the galaxy they were meeting up with. Viral was now the commander of the biggest ship, their flagship, which was awesome. Gimme and Dari piloted Gurren Lagann, and there was a grave next to Kamena's for Nia, which was very nice. I'm actually like emotional about this show. I don't know why this show actually really got to me. I've never been like this hooked on a finale before. Yeah, and we got to see Simone 20 years later just wandering, showing a kid how to drill, and just, who the hell do you think I am? Well, I guess I'm nobody. The man who saved the galaxy went back to just a humble lifestyle, and I love it. Perfect ending to a perfect series. Thank you guys very much for enjoying this series with me. If you want to see my reaction to the final episode, you know what to do. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next series. Enjoy the reaction.